I'm BrendaTroxell, and I've been a part of EUM Church for the past 10 years. My husband and I was looking for another home church, and we had some friends that had kept asking us to come to EUM Church. So finally, after they had asked us several times, we gave in and decided we would give it a try. So we went to EUM Church, and we never left. We've been there ever since. We decided to stay at EUM because the people there were friendly, caring, compassionate. They made you feel welcome, and we just enjoyed the worship and the messages. In February, my husband, he had an emergency heart surgery, and it was awesome to see all the people from EUM Church. They came down not only the day before his surgery, but also the day of his surgery. He was able to go home after surgery on a Wednesday. Then on Thursday, we had a setback, and he was taken back to the hospital for another emergency surgery. And it was just like the people that they came from the church that night and spent that whole evening with me into the morning hours just to support me and to pray with me and to comfort me. After Tom had went through the second surgery, he never gained consciousness. He was in a coma for 5 days. The people from EUM Church, they treated me like family. One day there was over 25 people from the church that had come down that had prayed for him and prayed with me and prayed for me, and it was very comforting to know that they were so caring. I just know that without that support from the people from the church, it would have been very, very difficult to get through that time. I know that Christ is there with me, but He's also put the people from the church in my path to help me to get through those difficult moments that I'm going through. So at the time we had decided, my sons and I had decided to go ahead and take him off life support. The people from the church were just awesome, and even helping me to go through and plan the funeral service and to move forward in my life. They were there to go with me, and they were willing to meet with me and to talk with me, and whatever I needed, they was there to comfort me, and I knew that I could just call upon them no matter what I needed. Part of the healing and the grieving process that I went through was just knowing that I needed to go back into church and do the things that Tom and I was involved in. I do the Prayers and Squares ministry, which I just love to do because I like to sew, and then also I know that the meaning behind the Prayers and Squares, when Tom was in the hospital, that he received 2 of those prayer squares, and knowing that people have prayed over him. And then when Tom was living, he was the coordinator for the light team at church. After he passed away, I was meeting with one of the gals from church, and one of the questions I had asked her was, what's going on with the lights? And she said, it's funny that you asked that. She said, we were just trying to decide what we were going to do with that. And she said, why, would you be interested? And I said, well, actually, I think maybe I would be. So I was willing to take that over. It's just been a real healing process for me to know that I not only am helping the church out, but I think I'm doing a role that Tom would want me to do as well. I just feel like the people at EUM Church are always there for you, no matter if you're at the top of that mountaintop or near the very bottom of that valley. They're there to help.